Yeah. So we're going to go right into the next move, right? We'll come back later and we'll review the move that we did yesterday, but we're not going to go back and redo it. We're going to do the next move, which is called change palms 3 times. Okay. We're going to start by putting all the weight on the right foot. And you're just standing on the ball of the left foot, right? Now, just turn your waist. Let your left foot turn. All right, down here. Okay. So there's 2 parts to change palms 3 times. First, you do change palms 3 times. And then you're going to do a big circle and end up fist beneath elbow. Let's do the first one. The first ones, we'll come back to the footwork in a minute. Change palms is very simple. All right. Now stand on the right foot. Let your leg turn. Okay. What are you doing? Somebody grabs hold of your wrist, right? You smack their arm. Smack him. Oh, now he grabbed this wrist. Smack him. Now I grab this wrist again. Smack him. Right? So that's one thing you can think of doing it that way. Now, when you do this, in order to get them off what you're trying to do is get them off your arm, right? So they've got hold of you like this. In order to do this, in order to make it work, you must turn your hand over. Try it. Right? It's very hard to hold on when somebody turns their wrist over. Yeah. Right? And then you smack their arm. So you turn your wrist over, smack their arm. Turn your wrist over, smack their arm. Turn their wrist over, smack their arm. And when you smack their arm, you're using this. You're using your daimai, you're using your weight shift, and your daimai. Turn your hand over, smack their wrist. Turn your hand over, smack their wrist. Turn your hand over, smack their wrist, right? What's powering it, where the power comes from, is your feet. Your feet, your feet, your feet, your feet, right? Your weight stays on the right leg the whole time. Catherine, back up a couple of feet because I can't see your feet. Yeah, good. Do it. All right, you got the idea. This is very simple. So it begins, old man strokes his beard. Relax, change palms once, twice, 3 times. That's the first half of the move. All right, one more. All right, brush the chest. Old man strokes his beard. All the way down the right, change palms once, twice, 3 times. Okay, now there's another variation on this. Instead of, you still turn your fist over, but instead of smacking him in the arm, you smack him in the solar plexus. And what you smack him with is, it's called a knife hand. Okay, what's a knife hand? Look at the way my hand is structured. All right. Each finger is shingled on top of the other. So the ring finger is shingled on top of the little finger. The middle finger is shingled on top of the ring finger. The index finger is shingled. And by shingles, they're talking like shingles on a house on top. So it locks them together. And then you close your thumb on here. So now your hand is like a pipe. Right? It's like a circular structure. Boom. Boom. Yeah, now watch. Watch this. This comes from the bottom of the foot. The power is generated by the feet. The direction is determined by the waist. Not only the direction, but also the snap, right? And then it's expressed in the hands. So the snap is not happening in the arm. It's happening in the body. And this is a great example of silk reeling, spiral power. Everything is spiraling. The leg is spiraling, the waist is spiraling, the core of the trunk is spiraling, the arm is spiraling, the hand is spiraling. Everything is spiraling. Okay. And that's true if you just do the smacking on the arm, that's also true. You're spiraling, spiraling, spiraling. Clear? Let's do one more. All right, walk through, brush the chest. 1, 2, 3, and relax and brush palms once, twice, 3 times. Clear? Let me see you do it, Catherine. We'll see how clear it is. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a try. Make sure to get your other hand up there. All right. Okay. Good. Yes. 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 Okay, you're a terror. Okay, that's very good. That's correct. Let me show you something that will help with the end of the other move, right? Watch. Walk through, brush your chest. The hands don't go together. It's 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Now, when you just do it in a very relaxed manner, it sort of looks like they're going together, but really it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And why are my hands like this? I'm getting them right in the chest, right? Watch. Pay attention to yourself. Here's the thing, guys, and you've been doing this long enough, you should be catching on to this. You got to learn the outer physical choreography, because that's the gateway to get into the internal stuff. But this is a perfect example of what I mean. If you skip over details like this, watch. If you just don't see that, and so you don't practice that, you will miss how you create the power in this move. Try this with me. Where's your chi?
No.
Right? Now, feel your chi here and do this. Where does your chi go? Yes, Jill. Yes. It drops into your lower back. Center chest, lower back. It's always the same thing. The center chest, lower back. That's where you get the power. So that tiny little move from here to here is where you're going to get the power. Now watch, and I'll do this. What are you doing? You're pushing somebody. But when you push them, you want it to be an intelligent push, right? Watch. The speed does not come from your arms. It comes from dropping. And when you drop, your arms just go with it. When you hit somebody like that, it's like getting hit by a hammer. It's really very tough because the whole body. I weigh something like 250 pounds. So if I come up and I hit you with 250 pounds, it's going to hurt. When you do the form, after you get comfortable with this choreography, watch this. Watch the step I'm taking. It's a big step. You're really rushing at someone. Just, it's, it's just like this. All right. It's just like this guy. It's like a whip. just like a whip. Okay. Boom. All right. Come out and whip. Hit that guy. And then, yeah, and then just relax. Turn to the right. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Turn to the left. Very simple. Change palms 3 times. The entire move is named after that little section there. But there's one more section. Let me demonstrate it. Just relax. Once, twice, 3 times. Block down and circle. Grab and fist beneath elbow.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it's also very beautiful, right? So what are you doing? Well, what you're really doing, right, is the very beginning of it might be a block. So it's not your arm going down, it's your body going down. Boom. Reach out and grab that guy. Grab him and pull him in and smack him. Right? This is an open-handed hit. Lots of hits in Tai Chi and in Chinese martial arts are not fists. They're open palms. Smack. If you smack somebody up underneath the nose with an open palm, if you don't kill them, you'll probably you'll certainly stop the fight. Have you ever been hit in the nose? Jill has. It's really difficult to deal with. It's quite devastating. So if you just open your palm and smack somebody in the middle of the face, if you smack them hard enough, that's usually the end of the fight. All right? Not that I want you to think about that, but that's what this is. Change palms once, twice, 3 times. Block down, roll, grab him, pull him in, and smack him. Yeah. Very simple. One more. Change palms once, twice, 3 times. Block down and roll. Grab him and fist beneath elbow. Yeah, just sort of line them up on the middle. All right. So you block down. Watch this circle here. All right. You've changed palms once, twice, 3 times. Block down, and then both hands roll around that circle. Grab and fist beneath elbow. Got it? All right, let me see you do it.
Which part?
The whole thing. Yes, good. Okay. Now, it's really interesting to watch you because you don't know these moves at all, so you're just learning them the first time. And of course, it's going to be a little rough. I mean, you've got the basic idea. And that's exactly what you want to get as you go through this form the first time. Just get the basic idea. if you continue to practice the form, once you have the basic idea, the form will teach you. All right, so just get the basics down. Okay, any questions?
Not yet.
Okay, let me show you the next move. I'm going to adjust the camera. We're not going to go on to the next move, but I'm just going to show it to you. It's my favorite move in the whole form. It's called Repulse the Monkey. Got it?
No.
It'll take a little work. Normally you do 5 Repulse the Monkeys, but we're only going to do 3 Repulse the Monkeys. But I just wanted to be able to say Repulse the Monkey because it's such a good thing to say. All right, let's do these 3 moves, 13, 14, and 15 together. Why don't you just watch me do the first one, and then we'll do a bunch of them together. So it starts, this is the second half of the form, all right? And it starts at lean with back. All right? Green dragon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hung Lu on Chi. Brush the chest. And old man strokes his beard. And then change palms once, twice, 3 times. Block down, grab, and fist beneath elbow. So those are 3 moves. Now think about this. You've already got, there's going to be 12 moves in the second half. You've already got 3 of them. The second half is relatively easier. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's relatively easier than the first half. All right, let's do it together. I'll do 2 or 3 facing you, and then I'll do 2 or 3 with my back to you. Green dragon. Old man strokes his beard. Oh, sorry. I went into the one we did earlier. I'll tell you why. I do a more advanced version of this. And when I don't do the more advanced version, I end up switching into the early one. So I'm going to do the more advanced one. Did you see the more advanced part?
It's at the beginning.
That's kind of in between. Just watch. I'll show you. You can do it either way. All right. Green dragons, all the same. Here, 1, 2. It just helps with your rhythm. We were doing, I was teaching you the simpler version of this.
Yeah.
And then boom. But I like my version better. Okay, let me do it a couple of times with my back to you. One more. Let me see you do it. Good. No, it's good. Listen, for both of you guys, when you learn complex motion, it takes time to move from the first base to the second base to the third base to home. Why? Why, Catherine? Why does it take time?
Because my body doesn't even understand what it's doing, and everything is new. And
Yes.
I mean, in terms of rhythm, in terms of space, in terms of
all that is true, but it's based on something that happens in your brain.
Yeah. And my brain is in the way.
The reason you have to practice over and over and over and over. Now listen, over and over is you have to grow new synaptic pathways in your brain that mirror the motion you're trying to do, right? It's the same in any craft, including bookmaking or woodworking, like what I do, et cetera, et cetera. You may intellectually understand what you need to do, but your body's not going to understand because it hasn't grown the pathways. I'm talking about literally growing new neuronal pathways. And that means the only way they will happen is if you do this 500 times between now and next weekend. You got to do this every day, over and over and over and over, at least a couple of dozen times. Good. Listen, just grab the basic movement, if it's correct, and then practice it over and over and over and over. Even if your practicing is not 100%, it's okay. Just keep practicing and it will start to build those pathways. Yes, good. You just keep doing it until I think a lot of the neuronal structure happens in your brain, but I don't think it all happens in your brain. I think it also happens down in your physical body and your muscles too. So it just takes some time to do that. Now, Jill, Catherine could tell you that I gave the people who showed up to the earlier class the secret of Qigong. Unfortunately, I cannot repeat that because it can only be repeated once a year. I'm seriously not going to repeat it. Catherine can tell you someday.
Wait, did you record it?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's recorded. Yes, you can watch the recording and catch it. It's actually really important. And it will, if you practice it, it will take your Qigong from kind of this level to this level. All right. And so it's a very simple idea. But if you do it, I've got a question for you, Catherine. If you think about what we talked about in the last hour, and you combine that with an awareness of yin and yang cycles, right? Think about this move. This is the yin part.
Yeah.
This is the yang part.
Yeah.
This is the yin part. This is the yang part. This is the yin part. That's the yang part. This is the yin part. That's the yang part. So there's 4 yin and yang cycles in Green Dragon. What does that have to do with what we talked about in the Qigong class?
Well, Malcolm, packing chi and releasing it.
Yes. Yes. Right. Pack the chi. Release it.
Yeah.
Pack the chi. Release it. Pack the chi. Release it. Pack the chi. Release it. All right. Qigong is the inner essence of Tai Chi. So Jill, what we were talking about is called packing. When you do Qigong, you pack the energy in the body just like you're packing a jar in a box to send to your mom or something, right? You pack it into the body, right? You pack it and then release. Pack and then release. And by pack, I mean you fill everything, the whole body up. Pack and release. Pack and release. Well, that's just exactly what you're doing with yin and yang cycles. Right? I'm packing, release. Packing, release. Packing, release. Packing, release. Boom, 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 boom. And you coordinate that with your breathing. Good. Good. So any last questions?
I need to practice before having questions.
Yes, practice, practice, practice. Good. Good job. I think we covered some ground today. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, have yourselves a great day. We'll see you
Thank you.
next time. You're welcome.
Ciao.
Ciao.